Fireworks safety is very crucial at this time of the year. Of course, with me is Jill Sproul, the director of the burn unit at Valley Medical Center. And also with me is Chief Ken Kimna, the Santa Clara County Fire Chief here on Comal Bay. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Chief, you brought some illegal fireworks here, if you will. Talk about your concern when you see these out on the street.
The biggest concern that I have, especially with the things that we're looking at here, is primarily the likelihood of injury. All of these things are incredibly dangerous. What you're holding in your hand is a small version of a Roman candle. So after you light it, it shoots projectiles that are actively burning. Also, firecrackers here, which everybody knows what firecrackers are, but they're a big contributor to injury, specifically hand and finger type injuries.
I mean, these say thunder bomb. That can't be safe.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
And so the idea is for folks to have a safe and sane 4th of July.
Absolutely. Safety being the key. We really want people to be able to enjoy the 4th of July holiday. And the last place you want to spend your holiday is in the emergency room.
And that's where you come in, Jill. You've dealt with folks who have mishandled equipment like this before. Talk about what they can expect if they do visit you in the burn unit.
Well, just the sparklers alone can ignite clothing on fire, and people could get, a pretty significant burn. And it's no fun to spend the 4th of July in the burn center. And so that's what we really want to get the message out, is to not participate in this at all. It's not fun to be in the burn center. It's very painful.
Talk about that, if you will, because I don't know that I want to scare the viewers straight, but I kind of want to scare the viewers straight, because they're going to be spending a few painful weeks that involves a lot of painful procedures in there.
So if someone, in years past, we've seen sparkler injuries, kids playing with a sparkler and their clothes catch on fire, and you can get a full thickness burn. And if it's over a substantial part of your body, you're looking at not days in the burn center, but weeks and months. And burns are forever, and they are life-changing. So it just takes a split second, and it can change your life. So, we really want to discourage people from participating in, any kind of illegal fireworks activity.
And Chief, I went to your website this morning. I do have a clip. Just play the video if you can. It's a 30-second PSA on how to stay safe during the 4th of July and whatnot. And I mean, it's scary when you see what the consequences are. Go ahead and talk about the.
Yeah, obviously the video covers kind of the range of dangers that are associated with fireworks of all types, either safe and sane, even legal fireworks, and illegal fireworks. Obviously, we have the concern about injury, but this year, probably more than any, I think everybody's aware of the significant fire threat, specifically in the wildland. It's a very large concern of ours. One of the other fireworks that's here, this is a bottle rocket, and pretty much everybody knows what a bottle rocket is and what it does.
Go ahead and hold it up.
Certainly a large contributor to vegetation fires and even structure fires. We still have homes in Santa Clara County that have wood roofs, and this will easily start a roof on fire, especially this time of year when temperatures are going to be on the rise and things are going to be very dry. So the fire threat is very, very significant.
And we talked in the last segment about the 4th of July family-friendly festival in San Pablo. You encourage people to do the same thing wherever they are. Go to an organized event.
There are organized events throughout Santa Clara County, so there really isn't a reason why you can't make it to one of the events. And they range from in the North Bay all the way down to Gilroy. Gilroy has a nice public display that they're going to be putting on. It's free, and they encourage residents to come attend and see a professional show, which arguably is going to be much larger and much more dramatic than anything that you can do yourself.
And Jill, talk about, again, if you can touch on the consequences of this, because after you spend a few weeks in the burn unit, things might not be the same after that for you.
Yes, not only are burns very painful, but it's also disfiguring. And so people, the scars never go away. And it can be very, very traumatizing. And it can be traumatizing for a parent if you have a child that's injured due to what may seemingly be a harmless sparkler. And it really affects the whole family dynamics. And not only with fireworks, this time of year, 4th of July is going to be on a 3-day weekend. We see people partying, having a good time, a lot of barbecuing. So we also see, people lighting barbecues that catch on fire, bearing hot coals. So just to be mindful of fire safety.
Well, before we did the interview, you were telling me that you've been very busy in the burn unit. How many of those injuries that you see do you think are preventable?
Most burn injuries
Really?
are preventable, yes. 75% of people get injured either participating in some high-risk activity, if they're under the influence of drugs or alcohol, or just throwing an accelerant to get the fire going better on an open flame. People just not thinking, and one thing I've learned, I've been in burns for over 20 years, people never think about getting burned. And just to increase that awareness that it could happen to you.
And you're on a proactive campaign right now, Chief, to get the word out and talk about safety and whatnot.
We are indeed. The County Board of Supervisors and the Santa Clara County Fire Chiefs have teamed up to encourage everybody in Santa Clara County to recognize the danger of fireworks, both illegal and otherwise, and to go see a professional display. And that's part of the reason why they wanted to partner with us to get the word out to everybody in Santa Clara County that there are alternatives rather than using fireworks where they're not otherwise legal or appropriate to use. So they can still enjoy the 4th of July holiday, but just do it in an appropriate way.
And a call could strain resources for your men and women who are out there having to fight this fire.
There's no question about that. This is a time of year when we're typically busy anyway, and specifically with something like this, the additional fire threat and injuries potentially will strain resources. That is true. All
right, you can log on to their website, the Santa Clara County Fire Department. There is a web address, and log on and find out more information about fireworks safety. Any final thoughts from either of you before we let you all go?
Well, just, our goal is to not have one fireworks-related injury because one's too many.
Very good. All right.
Thank you. I would absolutely agree, and I would say have a safe holiday and enjoy it. Have a holiday that you can remember, and remember for a good reason.
Good. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Safety tips, good safety tips. Thank you, Jill. Good to see you again.